To make the skeleton easier, select the arm and press Alt-X to enable see-through mode. Next, use the Bones feature in the Systems panel to create bones for the shoulder, the upper arm, and the forearm. With the last bone still selected, add an HI solver from the animation menu to create a dependency between the shoulder and the wrist. As you move the IK goal, the skeleton now reacts properly. Select the arm and add a skin modifier. Next, you need to specify which bones will affect the deformation of the mesh. In this case, only the first 3 bones need to be taken into account. Bone 4, representing the wrist, is not needed for the forearm. Without user interaction, the skin modifier attempts to deform the geometry the best way it can. Before you test the results, disable see-through mode by selecting the arm and pressing Alt-X. As you move the IK goal around, the geometry deforms with the skeleton. It deforms reasonably well in places, but not so well in others. Notice the problems around the shoulder. Before you fix the skinning, it is usually helpful to animate the skeleton so that you can analyze the skinning at various deformation angles. Right-click the animation slider bar and force a position key at frame 0. Make sure only the position option is checked and then click OK. Copy this newly created key to frame 5 to ensure no movement is happening for 5 frames. This is done by pressing Shift before moving the key to a new position. Once this is done, enable Auto Key and animate the IK goal at frames 30 and 60 to pose the arm in a couple of extreme positions. Finally, copy the first keyframe to frame 90 to bring back the arm to its original position. At this time, you can exit Auto Key mode. Take a look at the skinning envelopes. These dictate how the geometry is deformed. Vertices affected by an envelope move with the corresponding bone. Where envelopes overlap, vertex motion is a blend between envelopes. The envelopes are color-coded to show areas affected by only one bone, in red, or areas that are blended between 2 or more bones, yellow to blue. Envelopes can be edited so that they affect more or less the nearby geometry. The color-coded areas give you instant feedback as to which vertices follow a specific bone and which follow more than one bone. Test the animation and notice the change in the deformation. Some changes, however, are not conclusive. The shoulder area is now worse than before.